everybody, it's JV Outdoors here, and today we are going to make a carnivore meatloaf. Yeah, meatloaf with none of the extras. We're also going to do it with using venison, which is bleeding everywhere because I defrosted it. But I got 2 pounds of venison deer burger, and should have got a knife with me. We're gonna need to, you can do 1 pound, but I'm doing 2 pounds because, well, I want this for lunch for the week at work. And one of the things I've found doing this carnivore diet is the more you prepare, the better, the easier it is to stick to it. So preparing meals makes a big difference in how the carnivore diet works for you. Alright, so we got 2 pounds of deer burger in here. Some of you might want to use a mixer. I'm a man. Oh, I almost forgot. While I'm mixing all this up, I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees. There it goes. We got that preheating. Alright. Now I got a full pound of thick cut bacon. No additives, no maple, no, none of that. This is 100%. You look at it, there is 0 carbs and 0 sugar in this bacon. And one of the reasons I do it is just because the deer is a lot leaner than cow, and I don't mix my deer burger with anything. It's straight up deer burger. So this is just to add a little fat to it. You don't have to cut it real thin. Just get it in there so it'll mix. You can cut it thinner if you want, but I like having the little pieces of bacon in there. So it'll just add a little more fat to it. So if you're on the carnivore diet, now if I was only doing 1 pound, I'd only do half a pound of bacon. Kind of the 2-to-1 ratio. But yeah, as I said, deer meat doesn't have hardly any fat in it. It's much leaner than beef. So just to add a little bit of that fat, so I give my body some fat to burn, we add the bacon in there. I am making a mess with this deer blood. Alright, now that we got that in there, we're going to add 4 eggs. Again, if I was only doing 1 pound, I'd only add 2 eggs, but we're going to add 4. And we're going with kind of an Italian theme to this. So I'm going to add a little cheese to this, but the cheese I'm going to add is Parmesan. Because yeah, I'm going to go with an Italian theme to this. And you'll see what I mean. But we're just going to add a cup of Parmesan, and at the end I'll put a little Parmesan on top of it. There we go. The last like 10 minutes of baking, I'll put a little Parmesan on top of it. Alright? Now I use this garlic and herbs. I don't know, it's picking it up. Get my face out of there. But I use this garlic and herbs from Tone's when I do Italian. And we're going to go to 2 tablespoons. Again, if you're using 1 pound, you would only use 1 tablespoon, but since I'm using 2 pounds, we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of this, tablespoon of salt. All right, back to a tablespoon of salt. And a tablespoon of pepper. I just add salt and pepper to almost everything because, well, I like salt and pepper. Fix anything with a screwdriver. Alright, now we're going to mix this all up. Alright, so now that we got that all mixed, we're going to take our little pan here, our loaf pan. We're going to take a stick of butter. And this is real butter, not margarine. Take a stick of butter and just rub it down. Rub it down until you grease it all up. Make sure you get the corners. And if I leave little chunks of butter in there, I don't really care. It'll just melt. There we go, all greased up. Alright, so now we're going to add this into the loaf pan. Squish it all in there. Go. And I said we already preheated the oven. Gotta clean up our mess here. So we already preheated the oven, and I have a gas stove right there. So we're gonna put this in the oven like that. I'm going to set the timer for 1 hour. There we go. And in an hour, we'll have a carnivore meatloaf. And then I'll actually put a little more Parmesan cheese on it and put it back on for about 10 minutes to kind of melt the cheese and crisp it on the top because, well, that's delicious. Delicious. And I've been on the carnivore diet for about 2 weeks now, and I started out at about 320 pounds, and I'm already down to just a little over 300 pounds. So I've almost lost 20 pounds already, so help me keep motivated. Alright, when this is done, we will take it out of the oven, and I'll show you what it looks like. Peace! Alright, so our hour is done. We're going to open this up. Ooh, ooh. Look at that. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Now, so we're going to put a little bit more Parmesan on top of this. The reason I'm doing that is it's going to kind of melt on the top. Gonna kind of give it a little bit of a crunch. Now, since we can't have any ketchup or anything like that, alright, back in the oven. Another 10 minutes, and she'll be ready. There we go. Be back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, right there is our carnivore meatloaf. Tell me that don't look delicious. If you want to see me go eat it, go check out the Bible study from earlier today on Eric B's channel. I'll link it down below because I'm about to go eat it on there. Alright, thanks for watching. Never forget Genesis 9:3. Peace.